Hi, my name is Tyler. Let's talk about how I lit this room today. I'm going for a natural lighting look. So what is motivating me right now? My window behind me. So I'm going to start off with a light slightly behind me. The sun is a hard light. So I'm going to start off with hard light, right? So I put a light on a light stand, put a Fresnel on it, and then make it the brightest light hitting you and try to match it to the window's brightness based upon false color, zebras, L-zone, whatever you want to use. The next light will be less bright and I'll put it on a softbox. So it's a slightly softer light, right? So we have a hard light behind me with the Fresnel, a softbox hitting me a little bit less bright, right? Kind of building those layers. And then we have a third light on a softbox with diffusion in front of it. So even softer light and less bright, right? Hard, soft, softest light. So we're kind of building these layers wrapping around me. The next thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit of touch of texture and brightness in the background, kind of creating this contrast between like dark light, dark light. So I would put a light behind me and then kind of shaping it where it looks like it's coming from the window and hitting directly over here behind me. And I put it on a little spotlight projector and I kind of pushed it to the side and made it look as natural as possible without it making it look like it's on a projecting thing. And then a couple things you can do is basically add little other lights, like say a light like directly to the side of me, kind of adding a touch of extra light so it's not too dark. And then maybe a light above you for your hair and your shoulders, kind of adding a touch of light. So just be careful with your light exposures and how bright and how dark they are, and balance it out where it kind of gradually, everything looks gradual and nothing looks out of place. And then the last thing I like to do is I'll add a little bit of a light for my eyes. It's not necessary every time, just depending on your look. But if your eyes say look a little too dark, or you want to add something in there to just catch the eye a little bit and not change the exposure that much, like say a tube light from a distance with like, some diffusion in front of it, just to add a little touch of extra to your eyes, you can do that also. But that is pretty much it. Honestly, it's about 6 lights right now. So we have the Fresnel light behind me. We have a softbox on the side. We have another softbox with diffusion in front of it. And then we have a little light to the side of me, kind of adding a little bit extra light right here. And then we have a light above my head, just adding a little bit of light to the top of my head and to my shoulders. And honestly, these are not that bright. It's just adding a little bit extra push just so the shadows don't look so dark. Lastly, we have a tube light, and then I have a little lantern kind of tube thing going in front of it just to soften it up a little bit more. And that's kind of just adding a little catch light or eye light on my eyes. And then we have the projector and mount light in the back. So that was an order. That sounded pretty good. Tell me what you think of how I look and how natural it actually looks. Okay, that went smooth. Okay, bye.